Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NZD here with a second stimulus check update and the second stimulus package update and the new news and update on what's going on with Washington, D.C. and the second stimulus package. Because you know by now, the Republican came back out of the White House. Mnuchin is negotiating a $1.8 trillion stimulus pack. $1.8 trillion stimulus package, and that's about $200 billion up from the $1.6 trillion that they recently come with. Now, everybody thought that was going to be a good look. Everybody thought that, yes, this is the way to go. We're finally going to get a deal. We're finally going to get a stimulus package. But right now, that one is being dismissed right now as well. Yep. Dismiss. And it's not looking good right now for second stimulus package because basically we had another standstill. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NZD here. And before I continue, please hit that like button so YouTube and the algorithm can know that this video is of value to you and up to others. So let's continue with the second stimulus check update and the second stimulus package update and the latest news. So like I said, we basically at a standstill right now. Mnuchin proposed the $1.8 trillion from the White House to Majority Leader of the House Representative Nancy Pelosi, but Nancy Pelosi right now is still standing strong at that $2.2 trillion. And right now, it seemed like it was going to get worked out, but it's just a lot of things, that's a lot of language that needs to get ironed out. So it's still disagreement about the stimulus package, and Nancy Pelosi is saying that, okay, you came with a $1.8 trillion, but it's like one step forward and two steps backwards. And basically, because she's talking about the language within the proposal that they was trying to put forward. So the language is basically on how many money will be used on different provision and the different ways that the money will be allocated. So a lot of differences in that. Also, some things that is a lot of debate about is a child tax credit debate as well as child care. Because the Republicans last offer $1.8 trillion, which also include $1,000 stimulus for each child dependent, up to 3 dependents. So that was included in the $1.8 trillion offer from the Republican. So right now it's a debate between the tax credit and child care because in the Heroes 2.0 proposal, Nancy Pelosi was going for more tax credit. So Nancy Pelosi thinking that the reason why they're offering a $1,000 stimulus check for each dependent up to 3 dependents is because of the child tax credit debate and child care debate that's going on. So what's going on is for the next tax season, what they're trying to do with the Heroes 2.0, what the Democrats was trying to do was in the next tax season to have tax credit go up to, I think, about $4,000. And I believe right now the tax credit is about, I want to say $1,500, but you don't get the full $1,500. You get about 12 of it or something like that. So once you file your taxes, if you owe $500 on your taxes, they will take that $500 away from $1,200 instead of $1,500. So we're coming away from $1,000 for child tax credit, you'll be coming away with about $700 or something like that. So some way the numbers is working like that. But for right now, it's going to be, right now, Nancy Pelosi is saying it's a lot of tax benefits for the rich, and that will help out. Right now, she's saying in the new proposal, it's a lot of tax benefits for the rich, and it's not a lot of things in language to help out the people. So right now, a lot of Republicans are pressuring both sides, both the White House as well as the Democrats and other Republicans in order to come up with a new deal. But some Senate Republicans do think that the $1.8 trillion is too much. So you have some Senate Republicans who are up for seats, who are up for re-election. They want to have more stimulus, just like the White House, in order to have a stimulus package done and make a deal. While others saying 1.8 trillion is too much. They want it to be lowered, like down to like 1 trillion. They say even 1 trillion probably is too much for a stimulus package. So right now it's even back and forth within the Republican. They can't even come up with an agreement on which number to agree with. Some Republicans are mad at the White House for coming up with this $1.8 trillion. And then some Republicans are also upset because they want to see more to reach with Nancy Pelosi $2.2 trillion. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth. I don't know exactly if we're going to see a stimulus before the election. It seems like it's getting drawn out again. So also within the whole debate is the same chat about state and local government, about how much state and local government should get, and should there be more for state and local government. Once again, some Senate Republicans don't even think it should be any money in there for state and local government. So it's once again a back and forth. We thought it was getting close, but every time we think it's getting closer to another stimulus, they say, okay, like Nancy Pelosi must be singing a Paula Abdul song, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. She said, oh, it's 1 step forward, but 2 steps back because of how the language is. The language she's saying, Pelosi is saying that President Trump with the language is saying that he wants a bigger stimulus package so he can use the money for his discretion and how he plan on using it. But the plans are not effective that they have written out. There's no effective plan to crush and eliminate the virus. There's no effective plan to have money to reach out for people who are low income, who can't really afford their rental assistance, their mortgage, their food and different things like that. So hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, we get to something soon, because all this back and forth it's not really good. It's stressing people out. A lot of people are starting to get stressed out. A lot of people need this stimulus, need this $1,200 stimulus, or if it's going to be $1,000 for each dependent, that's even good also. Let's work everything out so we can get a stimulus package passed through. Once again, it's Ansley Dawkins. Hope you got some value out of this. Please like, comment, and share, and continue to be safe. See you next time. Peace.